Malignant, the new film from Saw, Insidious, and Conjuring director James Wan. This stars Annabelle Wallis as Madison. She's having these waking nightmares, these horrendous dreams, and then she comes to realize that it's actually reality, and she does not know how she's involved in this world. James Wan coming back to horror. Didn't know what to expect. I gotta be honest, I didn't love the trailers for Malignant. They didn't really move the needle for me, and I was also concerned about Annabelle Wallis's performance. I know we weren't getting a lot from her in the trailer, but I wasn't really buying it, and I'm happy to report that I was wrong about both, because Malignant is a fucking blast. James Wan is the next John Carpenter, and also Annabelle Wallis is terrific in this film. So again, I'm happy to have been wrong. James Wan, he's now done a bunch of horror films, 3 successful horror franchises, possibly a 4th if Malignant goes somewhere. He's stepped outside the genre with Fast and Furious and Aquaman. Really, all of Wan's career is up on the screen in this film. You have Saw, you have Insidious, you have The Conjuring, you see it all, but also he's doing some new shit. There's some giallo in this. A shadowy, cloaked in black, black glove killer, big shiny weapons, surreal realities, and lighting. It's very much giallo without entirely being a giallo film. The way he shoots cars pulling up, you look at it and say, this is a guy that definitely made a Fast and Furious film. And the way he shoots fights and fight choreography now, you're like, yep, this is the guy who made Aquaman. He takes some big swings in this. It's pretty wild. I honestly thought that Wan was going to come back, knock a little horror film out, not put too much effort into it, and that was me selling him short, and I'm sorry that I did that, because Malignant is a big swing for a director in his position. He came back and just made a bonkers horror film, and I enjoyed pretty much every minute of it. It's almost 2 hours. Maybe it's a little too long, but I was entertained throughout all of it, and as much as I hate to say this, I'm glad I watched it at home. I'm glad I watched it on HBO Max, because as much as I love the theater experience and I love seeing things with an audience, as a horror fan, that could be a brutal experience. That could be a beating to sit through when you have a couple annoying crowd members. And this is the kind of film where if you're in a theater in your area and you're prone to getting people like that during non-conventional horror films, I think you're definitely going to get that here, because there is some shit in this movie that I do not think the average moviegoer is prepared to handle maturely. So if you don't want to be annoyed in the theater, watch it at home on HBO Max, but definitely see it either way. I really enjoyed this world, and Wan is just a master.